This Christmas, I'm not buying any presents, I'm making them. How cool is that? This is the AlgoLaser Alpha MK2 20W. I was fortunate enough to receive this from MER Systems. They're a distributor in South Africa, and they sent it to me to test it out and to give you guys some feedback. This is the first laser I've ever owned or operated myself. I must say I'm impressed by the user friendliness and how easy it was to assemble. Played around with it for about a week now, and I've got much more to learn, to test and explore on different materials, you know, the settings, the strength, the speed of it. But what I have done so far, I've tested it on hardboard, engraving and cutting 3mm. Perfect, it's great for that. Okay, I took a few designs directly from Canva, exported them from Canva as SVG files and dragged and dropped it into Lightburn. That's as easy as it's gonna get, and I changed the outline so that will be cut through and everything on the inside will simply be engraved. The settings, the cut through settings for hardboard, I put in as 10 by 100 and 50 by 40 will just engrave. Right, so let's see how that comes out. And now it's finally just doing the outline, cutting through. I've engraved on oak. That works great as well. This was at very high strength, a bit lower and much lower. I engraved on an oak and ash cutting board. Check how cool this is, the back. I am more than happy with how this came out. How cool is that? I've tested aluminium, that works great. So this looks pretty decent. Check that out. Tested stainless steel. I'm gonna try this matte surface. Metal settings, so this is gonna be highest, 100% speed slow. Stainless steel plate on the matte side. Okay, let's test the shiny side. That looks decent as well. Not as good as the brushed side, but yeah, you can see it. This is the brushed side, shiny side. Okay, now I've got a piece of chroma deck. I think that's what they call it. Yeah, it's a type of plate, and that's what they use for the street signs. Okay, this is the chroma deck plate test, and I must say I'm impressed. That's a really high quality, I almost want to say print. I've also done an engraving, burning on a jean. I've tried to engrave on marble here. That didn't work very well, but they say you can engrave on ceramics. Okay, let's try plate just for sports. I can see there's something. Okay, so it did work on the metal setting. yeah, a lot more tests to do, and especially with the design software with Lightburn. That's the design software that they recommend. I've got a lot more to learn there, but I've come to understand the basics and I could use it. There's a few designs on board that you can play around with. I've done an onboard build project. It's a pen holder. But there's a few more and some pictures, but not a lot really. So the better options is to put designs on your USB. There's a USB-A port and there's a USB-C port, which you can plug your computer in directly. That's the best way to operate it. From Lightburn on the computer, and you can give it instructions directly. And there you can adjust a lot more settings. You can adjust each line's strength and speed and the chronological order in which it must cut and engrave. There's so many websites where you can download designs for free or where you can purchase. There's so many different file formats. I don't know all of them yet. What I know is whatever you download, you want to get to SVG so you can use it in Lightburn. I downloaded this design from a website. It was in 3DM format. I then exported it from Rhino 8. That's the program I had to download to open the 3DM file. Exported it to, well, saved it as a SVG file, and then I could drag and drop it to Lightburn. And here I could resize it to whatever size I wanted, to my max cutting bed, or you can even make a smaller model. So that's the process I followed here. So this laser has a cutting and engraving area of 400 max, 400 by 400. But what's great about it is it's light and portable. So if you want to engrave on something bigger, you can put it directly on a table and engrave on a tabletop if you want to. There's some accessories that you can get from them. On my wish list is the roller, which you can use to put round cups or mugs on, and then as it engraves it rolls, and the honeycomb bed, which would help a lot with ventilation, especially when you're cutting. I can strongly recommend this laser. I've got nothing else to compare it to, but I really am impressed. I'm impressed with the precision. You know, obviously that's all lasers, but it's the first time seeing what it's capable of, and it's insane how quick it cuts and precise. It's absolutely amazing technology. So I really enjoyed it, and I'm very grateful to have this. Thanks, MER Systems. And if you're interested in getting one of these for yourself, go to MER Systems website. They've got this and many other ones that you can buy there directly on the website. That's all from me for now. I need to go figure out what Christmas presents I'm gonna make. Cheers.